And we all, as you say, lit. Is that what the kids say?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro, we're lit. I got my new...
Going horde.
Going absolutely ravenous right now. Just so hard. Just...
Big mode.
Oh, fucking just gigantic. I'm a big man that needs a big cereal. That felt good.
All right. That felt nice.
Yeah, welcome to the, boy, man, it's been a week. Welcome to the Indistinct Conversation Podcast. My name is Nelson Crawford, and I actually don't remember what episode we're on. I know it's 90-something, almost to 100. I don't know if this is 96 or 97 or 90. Is this 95? I don't know. Either way.
I don't keep track. That's your department.
Either way, yes. Xander's here too. He's right down there.
Everybody.
Excuse me.
And speaking of fucking Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we were talking about Rick and Morty. I don't know if that part's going to be in the podcast. But yeah, welcome to the podcast. My hair's purple now, so there's that. There's a lot that's been going on. We've had a real fun, busy week. We've got a new show that's starting very soon. You know that me and Xander have helped produce. That's dropping the first week of February. The teaser trailer, if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen it, but that's dropping on YouTube on Monday. And then the first episode is dropping on Wednesday. And if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm referring to Working Class Music. And it's a show that me and Xander have been producing for and with our very good friends, Jason Mays and Tia Bailey. And...
You're doing the production stuff, dude. I'm just doing stage management. I'm just running the cables and putting the lights in the right place and shit.
Okay, well then you get an EP credit then. Yeah. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I can't be producer on this. I guess I did buy the lights, but that's not. Yeah, I'm not editing the shit together and making it look good.
It's we shoot it in the studio that we put together in your basement. So I think that's enough of a credit.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Where would we shoot it without you, buddy? But yeah, I'm stoked about Working Class Music, mainly because there was a big halt on things because Jason got COVID, as we mentioned on one of the earlier episodes, and he's all good.
He bounced back though.
Yeah,
he
bounced back, and so we got back to shooting last Monday, and so that's gonna be fun. You know, I'm not going to spoil what we shot, but there's more coming. And funnier thing, speaking of COVID, I don't know if I'm just stupid or I take this virus very seriously, but
it's an abundance of caution.
But the reason we're recording remotely again this week, even though we planned on being in the studio for this one, was because Monday I burned the absolute shit out of my mouth. It was bad, dude. And I even posted about it because I was like, well, that's a bummer because I spent 15 minutes making this this coffee and tea blend that I really wanted to make, and I made it and I put it in my thermos, and because all of the 3 cups that I use are all those Igloo brand cups, so nothing's ever going to cool down inside of those. I was like, it's been 30 minutes. This should be fine. And I took a sip of it and burned the absolute fuck out of not just my tongue, but my gums. It was bad. My mouth hurt up until about the point where I got to your house that day. My mouth just hurt. And so that
singed your taste buds off with that shit.
Yeah,
burn them right off.
Yeah, and so because I was in such a go mindset that day, I didn't really think about it. And so Tuesday comes around, and I don't remember what I did Tuesday. Basically, fast forward in the week of me spending my nights at my desk, getting drunk and working on videos with a burnt ass mouth, and just essentially pickling my tongue. And so Thursday, I woke up and was just like, is that in there? I don't know if I have that. And like, I'm just like, oh no. Like, I'm fucking freaking the fuck out, dude. Because like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel fine, but like, I don't know if my tongue's in there, you know? And
that is a thing. I had a buddy who got it, and he posted a video where he's just biting into an onion like an apple, and then he does it with a lemon, and he doesn't react to either of them because there's nothing there. You know what I mean?
Like I made a bagel and like I couldn't taste it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
he had none of the lung problems. He had none of the coughing. All that happened was he lost the taste. And it's like that is the nightmare to me, dude. Like oh my God, I'd rather have lung disease than not taste food. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And
man.
so like that happened, and like I freaked out and like scheduled a COVID test because I was like, oh man, this sucks. That and because like Sydney got sent home from work earlier in the week because like she had a fever, but like it was fucking it wasn't that. It was like literally she just drives with the fucking air vents pointed at her face, and they got in there. you know what it's like being pink. You know, they put put a thermometer after you've been done baking in your car.
And blonde women are even more so like susceptible to that thing. Well, just white women in general, actually.
Yeah.
Like my stepmom and I just almost had like a bit of an argument over how cold it is outside. I'm just like, you just gotta layer up, and she's like, I fucking did. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, it is cold. It's just
So like she got sent home, and like she's on leave for the next 2 weeks, and she is enjoying the hell out of it.
Dude, you get the COVID break without having to be sick. That's dope.
Right? Like she's been at home. Like
touching.
I went and picked up her check from her job on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and like she's like, yeah, I've already blown through half of my check on like food delivery and booze. And I was just like, jeez. Well, yeah, long story short, I don't have COVID. I just really fucked up my tongue. So
I couldn't taste food for a couple days.
That was cool. Yeah, I intentionally made like a really spicy bowl of ramen that day for lunch because I was just like, and like I caught it like, but it was it hit on like the middle of my tongue, and so I'm like, oh, thank God. And then like yesterday I had a fucking blister on my tongue, and I was like, okay, cool. So I did just burn the fuck out of my mouth. And I got, got the test back.
You got a blister on your tongue. That's fucking insane.
Dude. When I say I fucked my shit up, dude,
I was gonna say like I burned my mouth on the first of those frozen burritos that I tried because I overheated it and didn't let it cool. But I definitely didn't blister up. This isn't like, go easy on yourself.
This isn't like a pizza roll level burn. This was like liquid death on your tongue, dude. It was bad.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, but it's all good. I was cooking a lot of food just to make sure I could taste. Like I made fried eggplant because I felt like I could. Like I woke up and I was like, fuck it, I can do this, and I ate almost an entire eggplant, and my body did not let me forget it for the rest of the day.
No, that's a lot of fiber.
Yeah.
You don't expect. See, when I think eggplant, I'm thinking it should be almost like a sweet pepper is hollow inside.
It's not. It's a thick bitch. No,
it's not. Dude. It is a thick, heavy motherfucker. Like those things are solid, dude. That's like that's why they have like substitute meat in a lot of recipes. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, man.
Episode and recipe are pretty similar words though, and I've never noticed that until just now. That's really cool.
Yeah, anyway. Cut one like in little like fucking slices, man. Yeah, it tastes a lot like. Well, at least with the batter that I use, it tastes a lot like fried fish, so it went really well with tartar sauce, which was interesting.
Yeah. You do like an eggplant and chips and be pretty.
That's basically what I did.
My mom used to make those. My mom used to make eggplant French fries that were really fucking good. She would just slice them into like little steak potato fries, like the steak size.
Yeah,
big fries. She would do that with with fucking eggplant, and it was so good.
See, yeah, I did it the other way, where I made the eggplant like the fish, and just had a bag of Checkers fries in the fridge, because
Fridge fries, that's awesome.
Well, not like leftover Checkers fries. Like they have them in like the frozen aisle. You can buy Checkers fries, and
I didn't know that.
I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a good idea. You'd think McDonald's would be on that train by now.
Dude, fuck it. If you brought McDonald's fries home frozen, they wouldn't be good. It's something about that like McDonald's fryer oil that's like fried literally everything on the planet that everybody's eating.
I'm saying if any fast food chain has the money to figure out how to sell that at Kroger, then McDonald's could pay a scientist to make that shit up. You know what I mean?
I don't think they agree. Could do it.
McDonald's fries, they're like the best thing in the world for the first 5 minutes, and then after that, they're just like trash. Exactly. It's really weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, I think they'd rather, waste their money not paying their employees enough than, pay a scientist to make fries that taste good for only 5 minutes.
Well, they're past the point of thinking it's good to invest back in their business. They are one of several companies that just wants to pay their CEOs, and it's really... That's a nice segue to talk about
that's
the hot
exactly
topic
what I was
of the
going
fucking
for.
week.
That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Yeah, man. How about that stock market, dude? How about this Reddit?
Boy.
I'm so proud of my people. I'm kicking myself because I've been seeing those posts for the last few weeks where they're like, we're doing it, dude, GameStop. And I'm just like, I don't know enough about it. And I don't really, but I've got enough money that I could have put $100 in there.
Oh, I did.
And but I mean, if I had done it 2 or 3 weeks ago, and like really checked in on it, like I'd be fucking killing it right now. But yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you invested, man. This shit is wild. I love it. And the fact that my favorite thing about it is the rich old guys on MSNBC and Fox News and shit who are just outraged. Like, there's that one viral video of like, it's like an 80-year-old man who's like, they're sitting at home with their checks from the government and they're just attacking the rich.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get my framing right now.
No, you're fine. He's like they're sitting at home with their checks from the government, like implying that everyone's just lazy and full of shit.
Yeah.
And that was a $600 check months ago. It's like, we can't work with that, dude.
Yeah.
And then he says in the next breath, he's like, we need to come together and fight back. What do you think we're doing?
I mean, that's literally
what to fight back.
That's literally what this was. It was like we could have got $2,000 and you guys gave us $1,200. No, you guys gave us $600 after giving us $1,200 last year. Like, yeah, dude. Fuck you. And then, like, yeah, okay. So yeah, to go into this a bit, like, fucking. Okay, so a bunch of Redditors got together and they decided we are going to blow up GameStop stock. I was about to say GameStop. And so they did, and it was glorious. And then a bunch of people got mad because in the shadow of GameStop, a bunch of other fucking stocks started to blow up, like AMC being one of them, which I also bought into.
The thing that you're leaving out that is like super important is they were trying to short sell GameStop, which means
yeah, exactly. They decided to, because that, if you don't know what short selling is, it's basically buying in on a stock when it's on a downturn. And so many people decided to short sell GameStop that it fucking skyrocketed.
Well, no, it's a little more complex than that.
I know that.
But like let's just break it down because it's so interesting to me. It's when you borrow the stock and say, I'm going to pay you back for the current market price, even though it's going to be cheap. It's because it's going to go down later, but it's like interest. You know what I mean? It's like taking out a loan in a trade. But they do that enough times. Like it was oversold at 135%, which means there was more stock. That there was more short sales than there were actual stock in GameStop. And so when all these people guaranteed to sell it back and make their money on it, fucking because it was lower now, they were going to like make all this fucking money.
Yeah.
By driving the price up, those people now have to pay like what the price is And it like,
yeah.
And it's like, well, they're going out of business. They're losing billions of dollars.
That's what I'm saying. They got so butthurt about it that literally fucking Robinhood fucked over so many people and said, nope, no more of this.
Which is market manipulation, which is illegal.
It's fucking
MSNBC posted some fake news to try to also influence the market, which is also illegal.
Yep.
So there's class action lawsuits against these fucking stock firms.
I almost signed up to get in on it. It's like
the start of the revolution.
Like,
man. It's like
because
people coming together and being like, "Fuck these billionaires." Dude.
No, yeah, because that day that Robinhood decided to put holds on buying stock and GameStop and AMC and a bunch of other stocks, a lot of them plummeted that day. And so it's you've definitely got a case, and I thought about signing up, but I'm not gonna do all that.
So my favorite thing about this is how there's been left and right unity for the first time on any subject ever. Everybody from Ben Shapiro to Majority Report is yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah. And it's the same way with them reacting, to saying fuck these Robinhood guys.
Yeah, and it's funny because the right wing is technically the party that protects the billionaire class. And to even see some of those people be like, no, this is great. This is what the stock market is for. It's
exactly.
Okay,
it's
you do have a heart. You do have a soul. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah. It's if you're a billionaire and you made your money taking a risk, and now that risk isn't in your favor, bitch, you better pay up. That's
and you got billions of dollars, dude. You're not living paycheck to paycheck like the rest of us in the fucking country, man. Fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know shit about stocks, but I saw this coming in and was yeah, I'm gonna do it. And
yeah, I should have. I'm still kicking myself for not getting in.
I mean, that's the thing.
This month.
I didn't even invest that much. That's why I wasn't super worried, and I haven't sold. And also, don't sell. Okay, hold on to your shit. Yeah, but that, and it's I feel the world is becoming more and more of a meme and a simulation, and I don't know what to do anymore because now Dogecoin is a thing.
Oh yeah,
and
blowing up.
That's where I drew the line. I was all right, I want to get off. No.
The information is basically free now. It's out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
And that's the main reason they tried to keep college super expensive for so long, was to keep people stupid so they could keep playing the game in the shadows. You know what I mean? And now it's you don't even really need college because you can Google almost everything. It's better to have a college education because it's structured and you can learn things in an order that somebody who already knows can kind of break down for you. You know what I mean? There are benefits to going to school.
I feel it just looks good on a resume at this point.
Yeah, a lot of it is also just that. You get bonus points for saying I went to college. You know what I mean? So at the same time,
Wait, hold on. I'm going to try and fix something because I don't know what's going on, but you're getting a little, your audio is fine, but your, video is getting a little choppy here and there. Let me see if I can do something about it.
My connection is as good as it gets, but I've noticed even on my streams, it's not the best quality. I need to figure out a solution to that. I might have to start running the a fucking cable up the stairs to the modem or some shit like that.
No, you're good. I think it might be something on my end. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if getting rid of this helps.
I kind of like the idea of me being a lo-fi, Max Headroom style character, though. You know what I mean?
Is that what you want?
Just glitched out and saying bizarre shit all the time.
Jeez.
I'm a simulation. I'm an AI you designed.
Okay, let's see if that runs a little bit better. Gonna have to change my editing style now. Okay.
But so like I was saying about how people from the left and the right are finally unified on a topic, and I fucking love that. But the funniest take that I saw, I can't remember if it was, I'm pretty sure it was Candace Owens, who said,
a wealth of knowledge there.
It was either her of one of the people I followed because of her, because her fans are even cringier. We can get to that later if you want. But the quote was, the same people who stole the election rigged the stock market.
I saw that. I didn't know that was from her. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's so hard. That makes a lot of sense coming from her that she would think that, but like, holy shit.
And it's like, wow. Technically, I guess it could be true. Like, it really was just average people coming together to do something good for themselves. You know what I mean?
Wait, she's not the same people who stole the election or rigging the stock market. You mean the rich people who are like restricting trading on stocks where they're losing money? It's like, oh, congratulations, you played yourself. You know?
Yeah. And I was thinking of it the other way around, where she was thinking that the rigging of the stock market was the whole GameStop.
No,
thing.
I'm sure that's how she meant it.
Yeah,
but that's not what it is, which is even funnier. You know?
Yeah, the people who rig the stock market are the billionaires that she simps for every fucking day. So,
which is that's actually really funny that she thinks, oh man, these Redditors totally rigged the election. It's like, but you benefited from Trump winning, so like, are you on their side or not? If you're talking about the Redditors, but if you're not, which, you know, factually she can't be, she's talking about the rich people who, you know, who convinced Robinhood to restrict trading, which again is fucking illegal. Right. It's like, oh, you know, God, she's so stupid. Fuck.
Yeah, it's completely insane.
So dumb.
And I think it is her brand to try to say that like the rich elites are Democrats, but it's like, and some of them are. That's fine. You know what I mean? You got people like Mayor de Blasio. Like, yeah, he's a rich elite and a Democrat, sure. And Hillary Clinton and blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, I get that. But
I mean, at the same I feel time, like if we were rich, we'd still be Democrats, though.
But yeah, exactly. Because we're not completely heartless. But they're like the people who actually manipulate the law to benefit billionaires are Republicans. That's just a fact.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, Democrats at least pretend to try to do things for normal people, even if they don't always succeed. That's kind of the difference. It's like, do you want the guy who's going to be a dick to your face and say, fuck you, pay me? Or do you want the guy who's going to trick you out of your money, but also maybe, you know, let women have abortions? I don't know, like something normal like that. Just because I mentioned it and I want to bring it up, we're talking about Candace Owens and her cringy fans, bro. Black Christian Twitter is a fucked up place. Have you ever delved into those depths? Where they're like from the Midwest, they're from like Kentucky, Louisiana. Jesus is everything to these people, but they still have like that hard like aesthetic. Like they're all tatted up with like chains and shit, but all they talk about is God. And fucking like, oh my God, dude.
That makes me think of that King of the Hill episode where like there's that new hardcore like rock and roll pastor at the church, and Bobby turned into an asshole. Like he looked like somebody from Limp Bizkit or like Korn or something. Yeah. You know, dude. For Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this sick 720 on the half pipe for Jesus.
That's one of my favorite Hank Hill quotes is in that episode. You're not making rock and roll better. You're making Christianity. No. Yeah, I said it backwards. You're not making Christianity better. You're making rock and roll worse. He's like, you're hurting them both. They're supposed to be separate.
Oh, God.
Rock and roll is you talking about fucking your girl, and then you go to church to apologize. God damn it. Like,
oh my God, yeah. I've been rewatching a lot of King of the Hill, man, and like
that shit is classic, dude. That's that was I've said it before, but Hank is basically how my grandpa acted. The generation before. Like my dad is pretty woke for like a baby boomer Gen Xer type guy. But like my grandpa was just that style of old school, like Western dude, like fucking.
And it's like I watched this whole video on like why Hank Hill wouldn't vote for Trump, because there was that whole thing going on where like
no way.
It's like that. Yeah, exactly. He wouldn't respect him. Like
no, he wouldn't respect him. He respects women more than he would respect an asshole like that.
He'd be like, this man's views are asinine.
Although he kind of has that bizarre like cult-like worship of his boss. You know what I mean?
He looks at his boss like a father figure because his dad sucks.
Right, but that's kind of like why these Trump people are so fanatical and so like QAnon oriented, because they have that same kind of like Christian daddy figure complex where they want that Dom daddy boss to tell them what to do.
What the Dom daddy boss?
Oh, dude, did you see that? I've been sharing this study that just came out, that it's like they did a bunch of interviews of like, American citizens, and found that like men who are like insecure about their masculinity are almost always Republicans and Trump voters. And it's like, these are the same guys who buy like all the fancy shit for their guns. They like get a custom nutsack to hold while they shoot their AR-15. That's a real thing, by the way. I just saw that.
Yeah, but, I mean, I can believe that though, because it's like, yeah, like because Republicans were the same people that were going on about like, can we go back to when men were men? It's just like,
exactly.
Do you mean like the Dark Age? You mean medieval times when? That's like, because they have that. They have medieval times. You can go there for your birthday.
One of these black Christian Twitter guys that I follow, Bryson Gray, he's a rapper. He does videos about, he raps for Trump and wears a MAGA hat all the time and shit. But yeah, he posted the other day some shit that was like, God before Christ, Christ before the father, the husband before wife, wife before children. And it's like, just this bizarre hierarchy that they need to have. And so, yeah, when a guy like, a charismatic leader comes around to say, I'm the guy, they all fucking love that, because that's what they want. They want a daddy Dom in their life.
It's just, I mean, yeah, it's like when you live your life by a hierarchy, then obviously you're total sub. You're total sub.
You're a sub or a cuck.
It's really one of the two. You're either a sub or a cuck.
Yeah. And that's why that's their go-to insult. They always say, "Oh, you just want some black guy to come fuck your wife, huh?" And I'm like,
it's like, no, you mean
you said that, not me, bro.
Yeah, it's like, do you want me to come fuck your wife? Speaking of fuck, I'm just now realizing this is the second shirt that I have that says fuck on it that I've worn on the podcast.
Fuck shirts are praxis, dude.
I mean, I don't know if it technically says fuck because it's got the skull there. Dude, rocking the Stone Cold Steve Austin merch. Yeah,
it's fucking badass.
I've wanted, like I said before, like when I showed you before, I was like, I've wanted this shirt since like 2005.
Yeah, dude.
I finally have it.
That's a sick shirt. Like, I'm not even a big wrestling fan, and I'd still rock that one just because Steve Austin is an icon, and that fucking slogan is the shit.
Fuck fear, drink beer. Hell yeah.
But all right, so cool. I got to talk about fucking Bryson Gray. Jesus Christ. God.
Dude,
I want to show you some of his music videos, dude. That could be a whole episode of the show because it's so bad. It's so fucking bad and funny.
I think we might do a bonus episode where we do a deep dive into Republican Christian music.
Yeah, I've got some sources.
Yeah, put that real steamy stuff on the Patreon.
It's like, I'm not always a sadomasochist, but I do subject myself to really bad Trump music for fun because it is. Did you see the Chinese lady that I found?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. Dude. I didn't think that was real.
It's real.
Like that's like. There's no way. Like, it's just.
She has like 9 songs about Trump, dude, and they're all like that. Oh my god, it's incredible, dude. So we can do a dive.
I know it's real. It made me feel the same way about that one lady you sent me, where I was like, it's just too sad. Like I can't make fun of it because like we're gonna finally be punching down. You know? Like,
and that's kind of like it is like it's almost like ableism. It's like these people have mental illness.
Oh, they for sure have to. There's no way they don't.
Like normal people don't worship the president.
No,
you know what I mean?
No,
like he's just a guy you hire to do a job. Yeah,
I don't care about I care like. I know, I'm sure somebody's going to clip this out and use it against me one day, but I only cared about Barack Obama at first because he was black. And, here's the part that's going to get taken out of context when this gets clipped, because I was in the 8th grade. So didn't
But even
care.
still, and to me that was
hold on, hold that thought. I got to change my battery.
Yeah, I see your battery light on the feed. That's really funny. Well, since you're doing that, I'm going to take a quick potty break. 1 sec.
Oh, impromptu break then. We'll be right back. Bitch.
The most fun that I've had creatively is filming these videos. Like, that's not to discredit like music or anything, but it's the most fun that I've had. Hey everyone, my name is Jason and this is Working Class Music, where we try to give the best advice to every musician out there, whether you're playing arenas or playing in a basement. Doesn't matter. We want to help you.
Anyway. So yeah, I was going to say definitely having the first black president was a big deal, but at the same time, it was like I wanted that to be the thing, and then I still wanted him to like sit at his desk and do his job, and just like
which for the most part he did. He
did pretty good. He did some fucked up things, since we're talking about
he was
the
a
stock
president.
market.
He was a president. Presidents do fucked up things.
He did the thing where he bailed out the stock market instead of bailing out the American people. Blah blah blah. Ooh, you got the messy bed.
Hey, don't look at my bed. It's a very single man's bed, which.
Hey, dude, mine's a mattress on the floor in a basement. That's fucking talk about being single. I'm like single on purpose.
No, last night I did the thing where I actually just went to bed with a bunch of shit just pushed to the other side of my bed.
I've been there before. You like dump your laundry on the bed, like I'm gonna fold all of this, and then 4 hours later, like I need to go to sleep. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I came home yesterday after going to the gym, after not eating anything the entire day.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, I know, real dumb. Like I ate like half a banana on the way there because I was like, I gotta get something in here, you know. And like I got Del Taco afterwards. Came home. Ate 3 fish tacos and just died.
Yeah,
and like,
that'll happen.
Yeah, but I woke up feeling great. I wasn't sore. Me and my friend Eve are. You've met Eve. I
know Eve.
Yeah, you were there. We shot a whole video in her apartment. But yeah, me and Eve are going to be gym buds now.
That's cool.
Because she wants to get in shape, and I am a vain. I'm a vain little man.
Everyone wants to get in shape, dude. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like,
it's the balance between wanting it badly enough to do the work. That's my problem.
But like, I know she wants to just get in shape, but like, I want to make somebody envious. You know what I mean? Like, sure. I want somebody like you know how like people like look at women with like an OnlyFans, like people who have jobs. Well, I'm not gonna say people who have jobs because that sounds shitty, but like these beta cucks who hate their jobs and see a woman with an OnlyFans and is just like, I should get a real job. I love that.
The guys who are mad that they stream online, like the hot girls that just stream games and show their titties. See, it's like that's fine.
I want to get to that level where I'm just stuck at home with this hot ass body. And I'm just, it's like, who knows? I might do a stream with my shirt off,
Ooh, I think that's illegal on Twitch. I think that'll get you banned on Twitch. I think Dude, I think Stavros Halkias got in trouble for that because he was trying to do it one time.
So you can't even do man nips on Twitch?
No, dude. No titties.
Well, then, man, hey, I'll up the ante, man.
I think that's kind of progressive, though. Like, if they're not going to make it legal to show tits, then it's only fair to ban man titties.
Yeah, I'll do straight tank tops then. Show off the guns, my sweet pecs. You know, that's the thing.
I'm worried about that. It's gonna be hot again soon. I'm gonna be wearing those fucking tank tops again, and I've gained like 10 pounds since I bought those fucking things. I made
that joke on Twitter where it's like I've been a lot of different kinds of depressed, but the one that I haven't been is just really, really good looking with nowhere to go. So here we go. You know,
we're looking into.
It's like, you know, it's like I'm gonna hold Eve to it, like the same way. Like I told her the same thing that I told you when we were talking the other night when you were talking about getting motivated. Where I was like, I don't want to be up your ass, but if you need a motivational friend, I'll motivate you. And you're like, nah. If you want to do that, fine. I don't need that because I'm a grown-ass adult. And I'm like, no.
I mean, like, at the same time, I appreciate it, but it's like, it's like...
and that's why I was like, I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance because sometimes you're not going to want to hear from me and you're going to hear from me.
If there's days we need to work early, I'll work early, man. It's just, you know, I don't need it to be your job to remind me to make breakfast every morning.
Exactly. But I'm still gonna, you know?
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
all good.
Yeah, it's like I told you like last week. I saw you in like a post or a tweet or something. I was like, dude, I'm gonna take you to the grocery store. Like,
oh yeah, I had just come back from the grocery store, so I was like, no, I got frozen burritos. Man. I'm alive.
Yeah, because like
I've been through enough that it's like I'm pretty good at identifying my problems, and I do get around to fixing them eventually. It's
I know, but it's like speaking personally, like whenever I'm like in a funk or I'm like really sad, it's like as much as like the regular, you know, confident me wouldn't want it. If somebody walked in and was just like, hey, you've been in bed for 2 days, we're going to go to the grocery store, or, you know, or we're going to go, you know, we're going to go get a burger or something, you know, take a shower, get dressed, let's go. You know, I'd be like, all right, thanks.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because like, I was going to say last year, but last year was 2020, but like around, like during the summer of like 2019, like when we first like right before we started working on this, because I know we got into it around like what, like I don't know, September or October 2019. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
but that summer after I had just like left the flower shop and everything, and like I just had all this time and I wanted to bet on myself, but like I also thought, oh my god, like this is a terrible idea. Like, oh my god. So like fucking Sid would come over and be like, here's what we're doing today, and I'd be like, no, and she'd like yell at me and be like,
Jesus Christ.
She'd be like, well then why would you invite me over if you're just gonna stay in bed all day, and no, and I'd be like, you know what, all right, yeah, fine, okay, I'm gonna get up and we're gonna go. And like as much as I bitched and moaned about it at the time, I needed that, you know?
Yeah. No, that's definitely true. That's it's good to have someone who's looking out for you, and I appreciate you're doing that a little bit, man. It's all good, you know. It's been a hell of a ride. It's just because we got started in like late 2019, and then 2020. Just happened, you know, like right when we were getting in the groove.
We got geared the fuck up for 2020.
We got geared up, so ready to roll. We had all these plans, and it was like, oh, there's a global pandemic. Cool, and the government's not gonna do anything about it. Oh, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Although I wrote this down because I wanted to riff on this for a minute, man. I've been playing that Dead Cells game, and it's like it's where the more you play it, the more you learn about the story, because you have to keep dying over and over again to push the story forward.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I've basically found out it's about a king whose kingdom gets this plague, and his solution to the plague is to just kill everybody who gets it, and then start like piling up the bodies, which then the bodies like start leaking into the water system and shit, which just spreads the plague even further. And so after playing that game for the last month or something, you know, Trump didn't do too bad. At least he didn't just do, you know, that'd be like the opposite extreme of what like a fascist would do, is just like round up everybody with COVID and murder them, you know. just off with their fucking heads.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you think about it, as badly as he handled it, he didn't do that bad.
Yeah. You know? So at least Trump is not the evil villain in this video game about fucking zombies that are infected with some plague that makes them immortal or whatever the fuck is going on in this game.
Yeah, no, he's just the evil villain in real life.
Yeah, he's just the real life evil villain that let 500,000 Americans die of this virus while he said it was a hoax. Fucking. Dude, like, I'm glad that era is over.
Yeah, I don't know if you watch videos from this guy, D'Angelo Wallace, but he put out a trailer today about his next video, which is basically going to be about these like influencers who were still like going out and like, you know, doing these like events.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's where I recognize him because you shared that tweet earlier, right?
Yeah, no, his videos are really good. Like honestly, sometimes I wish I took myself like seriously enough to do the kind of shit that he does, because
like the real research and like, investigations and shit.
It's really good, and it's like, you know. As much as some people, you know, bitch about like long YouTube videos and everything, when he makes these long videos, it's literally an hour of like all of the it's literally all of this information that should take 5 or 6 hours, but condensed into one, which is amazing that he's able to do it as often as he does, because I was fucking exhausted after I had to do that Dragon Ball Z video where I did that. You know?
Right. Yeah. Breaking down a lot of topics into a concise, digestible format is like, not easy. So.
He did this 3-part series on like Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, and Tati Westbrook, who there's this whole drama situation. You know, basically there's all this drama, but at the center of it somehow came these 3 people every time, you know, and like one was about how like all the shit with Shane Dawson shouldn't be a surprise, and the other one is about all the shit with Jeffree Star should not be a surprise, and the third one about Tati was like how she got roped into all this, but you know, as it's like she got roped into all this, but she's not blameless, you know, and like it's really well put together. He's got videos on like the Paul brothers, which are, you know, really good and really in depth, and like, you know, in his video about Logan Paul, he did what I feel like a lot of people wouldn't be able to do, because I feel like their ego would get in the way, where he kind of gave Logan Paul credit for the redemption that he's trying to go for.
Sure.
Because it's like, it's more legit nowadays, you know, because Logan Paul's got his podcast, and you know,
he's getting older, he's getting smarter.
Exactly.
That's just, and you know, it's like I'm kind of glad that my early 20s me is not like preserved online the way it could have been, you know?
But it's like at the same time there's this giant contrast between his brother Jake Paul, who's still just like, yeah, fuck y'all.
If anything, he's getting worse.
Exactly. And it's really interesting to see like that split between these people that everybody hated both of them, and now it's like, the one's pretty okay, you know?
Yeah. And that's the whole that's the whole thing. That's a world that I'm not super into, just like the YouTube influencer thing. Like, yeah, I watch YouTube to get like information and entertainment. I don't care about these people who are just famous because they're famous.
Yeah, I mean? No, I get that. Like, I don't like a lot of these like people who just like
every time I've seen PewDiePie, it's just gross to me. I don't.
Yeah, care. No, I'm not. I've never been a fan of PewDiePie, and like you know, that's why the trending page is just always bullshit to me. I mean, recently, Danny Gonzalez and Curtis Connor were on the trending page, so that was really cool, because those are 2 really good guys. But yeah, generally, it's just people who make like vapid nonsense content, and just, you know, I don't understand it, and I'm probably never gonna understand it, and I'm never gonna like it, so like whatever. But at the same time, if something fucked up happens in the community on a level that like changes the way that the format of YouTube works, then I'm interested because that was a part of his video on Tati Westbrook where she kind of started that wave of these very long, like, freeform videos talking about like a clear the air type subject, you know?
Okay.
And it's like after that, so many people did them to the point where even like D'Angelo recognizes that's like, that's even how I came up because I did a long form video in that same time and it fucking blew up. And it's like, just to like, you get all this information about all these people who are constantly trying to take the moral high ground over people. And it's fucking crazy. But at the same time, the part that's always going to stick, it's like the drama I can forget. And, you know, it's like I can be like, oh, that's crazy. And, you know, it'll be in and out of my head in like a week. But it's like the influence that they end up having on a platform, that they end up having on the platform as a whole is fucking insane.
That's for real.
And it's like, that's why I am always interested in this kind of shit. Like, same thing with this guy Jay Aubrey, same thing with this channel The Right Opinion, where it's like, usually if they make a video about something that I know,
I think I heard about The Right Opinion.
Yeah, The Right Opinion's pretty big. The Right Opinion's pretty big. But it's like they make a video about something that I know of but don't know about. I'm gonna watch it. Like, I watched a 4-hour video from The Right Opinion over a span of like 2 days of like this mukbang YouTuber, and just the fucking, oh my god, just the levels of insanity and the constant high horsing that happened in that community is fucking crazy. But yeah, anyway, other than that, yeah, go watch D'Angelo Wallace's new video. But yeah, what were we talking about before that?
I don't know. You got me totally off track.
Oh man,
that was like a whole thing into itself. Fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I really, as much as I love making YouTube videos and I love doing this, it's like I know that I have no idea what's going on. Yeah.
Well, and that's kind of, I don't need to be involved in like the fucking drama of the high level YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's assholes. The thing. I don't want to be involved, but
that shit is like, just, you know, I just want to be like, I just want to use the platform to try and grow the show. And if we blow up, cool. But if not, then we have other aspects. And, you know, the internet's always evolving. You know, I was thinking like, I gave myself a haircut earlier today, and I feel like a little MySpace kid right now with my kind of chopped up hair. And I'm just like, what am I? I was a MySpace kid. Fuck it. I'm a MySpace kid in a Twitter world. Who cares, dude? You know, I'm really, I'm an AOL kid. If we gotta be real about it, like I go way back on the internet, dude.
I mean, yeah, I was on
always
AOL
changing.
AOL Instant Messenger,
dude. I was part of the team on a Mega Man page with Ego Raptor back when I was like 11. And now Ego Raptor's like a badass. There's no way he would ever remember me, but he drew my character for me for that website. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those funny fucking things, man. And no one's going to believe me if they ever hear that. They're going to put it in. But
you've literally got it down in the basement. I've seen it.
Yeah. Well, fucking, it's just funny, dude. Like, it's, yeah.
But like, anyway. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it's like, I like to know about this stuff because I would like to know, like a lot of the times it's like, okay, something happens, you know, like I said, it's like if any of these people make a video of somebody I know of but don't know about, then I'm kind of interested because I'm not going to do the research and I'm not going to look into this person. So somebody is able to give me like succinct and like well-researched information on somebody, then I'm down to hear it, you know, because it's like it's like if things do blow up and these are, you know, not just people but personal archetypes to avoid, it's nice to know, you know.
That's for sure.
Like even I remembered what I wanted to segue to, even on the level of, you know, in some of these videos they reference Keemstar.
Oh, dude, he's in a feud with one of my faves right now.
Is he? He's got drama with a lot of people. But like, it's like as much as like he's probably a prime example of, you know, if you want to know about stuff and, you know, you want to hear it from somebody, he's the example of take it with a grain of salt and maybe hear from one or more sources. Because recently there was all that shit with that dude Call Me Carson, and he was,
which was weird. Yeah,
he was like the first guy to be like covering it, and so that's like, okay, wow, I actually have to watch this.
What was that about? Was that another sex pest thing, or it's usually that?
It's like an alleged thing where he told his friends, you know, I sexted some underage fans. Allegedly.
Yeah. We talked about that.
Allegedly, yeah. And it's like, you know, it's like if you look to him and you get this kind of news from him, be ready to take it with a grain of salt, because over the last weekend, he fucking put out a video where he just goes on this transphobic fucking rant.
Yeah, dude, the guy sucks, man.
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen the transphobic thing,
dude. Hold on,
that explains.
I'm going to show it to you.
But before you show that to me, like the feud I was talking about is that dude, actual Jake from Hannah and Jake. You know?
Oh shit.
Yeah. So. He probably knew about that transphobic video, which is why he's picking on Keemstar now. But Keemstar just posted all this shit on Twitter about like, YouTube demonetized my video. I only made $500 and I usually make $2,500 to $3,000 per video. And I can't believe they did this to me. And Jake's just like, dude, it's like a pandemic and people are struggling to survive. This is pretty tone deaf. Like, you might not want to complain about only making $500 this week. You know what I mean? And
I made a joke about that in this video I'm writing, where I'm just like, oh, it was hard on everybody, especially the famous people in their big houses with everything they could ever want.
Yeah, who have savings accounts so big that they don't have to work for 10 years. You know what I mean? And Keemstar did a whole video responding to Jake where he's just like, dude, you know, if losing $3,000 doesn't matter to you, then I guess we're just not equal. You're just not on my level. And just like all this like rich, like this, like almost like the 70-year-old man crying about the fucking stock exchange. You know, it's just like, jeez. You're rich and you're sad that you didn't get richer when we're all out here trying to fucking find the scraps, dude. Like, fuck you, Keemstar, man.
Yeah, let's go to this.
$1,000. Imagine if every video we put up was $3,000, dude.
That'd be sick. We'd be pretty,
holy shit.
We'd be doing pretty okay.
Imagine how sick the house would be. Oh my god.
Let me show you this. Let me show you this clip. And, you know, a warning for anybody that's not ready for this. It's pretty bad. And
this is not endorsed by IndiCon.
Yeah, we're about to, after we play this clip, I'll make sure to leave the audio in for those just audio listeners. But
transgender people.
Whoops. That's a great start.
I'm gonna go check something over here.
Okay, all right. Let's let everything get said and then hold our comments for the end. Can you do that?
I will do my best. That's why I just checked out this thing real quick to make sure I could stay calm.
He's ready to be upset.
Yeah, this guy sucks.
Here we friggin' go.
Transgender people are special people because they're rare. Let's say you're collecting baseball cards, Pokemon cards, whatever it is. The rarest item is worth the most. And if you're looking at the human race, transgender people are a minority. They are very rare. They are special. And when I'm on Twitter and I see a pronoun in the bio, right? Pronouns are in the bio. I'm thinking to myself, that's a special person. But it's not. It's a normal straight person, right? It's Sandy, who is an ally She's not your ally. She knows that everyone is out there fighting for your rights. Everyone knows that you're special, Mr. or Mrs. Transgender person. She knows that, and she's a fucking clout demon, literally trying to steal your hype, your specialness for herself. Look at me. I'm fighting for the trans rights. Look at me. Look at me. They're clout demons. They're stealing your fucking clout. They know you're special and they're trying to take it from you. They know millions of people are out there fighting for your rights, fighting for more acceptance, and they're out there stealing your goddamn specialness. When I see pronouns in a bio, that better be a special person. That better be a trans person. Because Sandy, there's no confusion with your long hair and your her/she and your body. There's no confusion. We know you're a girl. You're not special. You're just a fucking clout demon trying to suck the goddamn clout away from the trans community because you know people are out there fighting for the goddamn rights. We know what you're doing. And for those trans people watching, please stop these goddamn clout demons because that's what they're doing. That is what they're doing. They want the attention for themselves, and they're removing the spotlight off of you onto them, and it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And then they're spitting some line. I'm an ally. You're a fucking clout demon, and you know it.
Where does he post his shit?
Oh, god damn it.
Where does he post his shit? On YouTube? I can't find the video I'm trying to find.
Oh, well, hold on, give me a minute.
Yeah, you were pounding beverages. That was pretty intense.
That was hard to listen to for a second time. Wow.
Yeah. What? So, like, I almost like. So he's mad about people.
That was on. He posted.
Pronouns?
He posted that on Twitter.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
No, I'm good. I just gotta get one burp out.
Well, so
there it is.
It sounded like he wasn't as mad about trans folks as it was just people using.
Yeah, he's mad that people are putting their pronouns in their Twitter bios,
even if they're cis.
Yes,
like, wasn't that the point? Like he was like, Sandy, I can tell you're a girl. You don't need to do that.
Well, the reason people do that is to try and normalize.
Absolutely.
Pronouns being known, and it's not like that's what fucking pissed me off about it because he looked at being a trans person as oh, you're special, like, but not in like a like
okay
like,
I feel okay like, I wasn't thinking of it that way, but now that you say it that way, I understand.
He made it out to be like a novelty. It's like when somebody's trans, that means they're not like normal people. Whoa, like it's the same way people used to go about gay panic propaganda and all this, saying like,
right, no,
oh
yeah,
man,
right.
but yeah, it's like the fact that he goes about making being trans out to be as like a novelty. It's like they're a special person. They're not like normal people who go with normal born with your boy or girl genders,
he's
and
being a condescending shithead about it.
Exactly. So it's to be condescending and then say that anybody who wants to normalize like trans acceptance, which is just human acceptance, it's just right. It's just the acceptance.
Everyone is normal.
Yeah,
everyone's a person.
Exactly. It's like to then like to go from making being trans a novelty and a trophy on the shelf and a special thing to saying anybody that wants to be an ally and support that and try and normalize that in a world that's so fucking polarizing right now is just chasing clout and trying to steal the clout of a trans person. Like trans people are doing it for the clout. Like it's so fucking stupid. Like to say, such and such is trans because that's good for their brand. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's why.
It's totally fucked up.
Yeah, that's like, there's a difference between, drag queens and trans people, because drag queens, it's an occupation, it's a hobby, it's an alter ego. But for trans people who have to deal with like, like body dysmorphia and everything, dysphoria, and all this shit, it's just fucking insulting. It's like, when you put your pronouns in your Twitter bio, your Facebook bio, or whatever, it's to normalize, it's to normalize these things, because the world we live in is fucking changing. It's not just to be like,
and it's not even changing that much, because these things are normal in a lot of cultures.
Yeah, these things have been around for so long.
There are a lot of cultures around the world who have the idea of the third gender, or like a lot of the times they're tied into like, there's all those like bad cliches about like manhood tests and stuff like that. The men who don't pass those tests are basically, they just like live like trans, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I think,
it's antiquated, dude, but fine.
Somehow I got into some fucking YouTube black hole the other night where I was just stoned and drunk and watching funny short clips. Like, everything I watched was like 5 to 10 seconds long, and I got into one where it was just clips of scenes in anime where someone reveals they're trans in a social situation, and it's so awesome, because it's always like, it's usually like, some really tough dude is like, wow, you're really beautiful. That dress looks great on you.
Didn't that happen in Berserk?
It happens all the time, because it's just something it's just something that's normal to them. It's just like every now and then you find someone who lives the other way, and you just accept it. You just move on. You know what I mean? And it's so many times it's like, and they say like the translation is always bad because it's the Japanese to English, but it's like, oh, actually I was born a man, or something like just vague like that. And then they get like the anime reaction, like, they get weird about it.
I'm pretty sure there was a trans person in like the first season of Naruto.
Yeah, it's like almost all the time. And
did you watch Naruto or read it or whatever?
I didn't watch much Naruto, but it's like there's a character in Street Fighter who's trans, and that was way back in the 90s. There's a bad guy from Mario, like Birdo, the pink Yoshi that shoots eggs out their mouth.
We talked about that on the Mario Monday video.
Yeah. They literally said in the instruction manual, like, dresses like a girl but is technically a boy, or something like that.
And is Yoshi's girlfriend.
Yeah, and I'm like 6 years old, and I'm like, that's interesting that people can do that. Anyway, what else is in Mario 2? You know what I mean? Like, it didn't matter to me to that extent. You know what I mean? And
it blows my mind. It blows my mind that like that shit like this happens, because as a millennial, I feel like we grew up with an attempt at an androgynous revival, because it's like it was snuck into so many things. You look at early cartoons on Cartoon Network, look at shows like Dexter's Laboratory and Powerpuff Girls.
Dude, look at Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was a fucking cross-dresser.
Oh yeah, even Cow and Chicken. You had Red
the
Guy.
Devil's Ass.
Yeah. It's fucking the guy who hugged his own ass.
Yeah. That's definitely.
Oh, dude, God. It's crazy
the kids today would call him Dummy Thick.
Dude, all of the voices from Cow and Chicken were from one guy. Like,
that one guy, yeah.
It's like, I'm Chicken. And like, I'm Cow. Like, I'm the red guy. Like, it's like, but like fucking even, you look at the Powerpuff Girls, you've got him, the fucking devil lobster person, It
was definitely somewhat cross-dressing with the tights and the dress and shit like that.
And so for somebody to be like, hey, for Sarah, look at you, Sarah, with your long hair and your big old tits. You got to say she, her, huh? Yeah. I don't need that. It's like, bitch, it's not for you. It's for any other person who doesn't understand that, sometimes saying your pronouns has to be a thing you have to do. And so we're trying to normalize it,
And sometimes you guess wrong. That is just a thing.
Exactly. So to try and eliminate that, we need to normalize, putting your pronouns out front. Like I was on a live stream like last week, right? I was shouts out to Jessie Groncy. I was on her live stream and we were playing Among Us, and there was a dude in there that like once we all got in there to start the game, he was like, "What's everybody's pronouns?" And I was like taken aback because I was like, "Damn, dude, that like I didn't even think about it, but like we're all on voice chat. It's like that's actually really cool of you to do." And it's like,
absolutely,
there were no trans people in the voice chat, like, in the game with us, but for somebody to be, cognitive enough to think, well, obviously we're just going on voices here. We can't see each other. We don't want to misgender somebody by their voice. Right. Let's throw out pronouns, before we get started. And like, it was really fucking cool. And there wasn't anything weird about it. Like, it was just
if something like that bothers you, like I had somebody on one of my Facebook friends, like one of my more normie friends posts, who, it was like a meme where Ben Shapiro says something stupid because of course he does. Yeah. But it was about the stock shit where it's like, this is really weird that I'm actually agreeing with Ben Shapiro. You know what I mean? Because he's fucking, yeah. And somebody commented, "Yeah, I think most people agree with Ben Shapiro more often than they realize. They're just turned off by the way he talks." And I'm just like, no, the guy's just dumb and says dumb, bad things all the time.
It's like,
and he's like, "Can you give me like one example?" And it's just like, there are so many. Like, he hates gender pronoun things.
Yeah.
He's like a Jordan Peterson about that. He's like, "You can't make me call somebody that I think is a man something besides them being a man." It's like, he made a big deal about the word "they" one time, about how like you can never use "they" as a way to refer to a person. It's like it's in books from like the 1500s, dude. It is "they" is so much older than your bigotry, you stupid asshole. Like fucking
like "they" is literally a personal participle pronoun that can be referred to in past, present, and future tense. So like
for anybody,
it's like, so the fuck do you mean? And I'm only saying this so that I can flex the literary knowledge I have from taking a couple online college English courses before I realized I'm not going to college. But like, fuck Keemstar. And it bums me out because like,
that's where we were.
Because like, a couple weeks ago, he hit this story that really bummed me out because it was another story of a gaming community where somebody is taking advantage of the power they have, and taking advantage of the younger fans. And it's like, I feel like that's part of why, IndiCon Gaming took so long to start up, because like, I worry about shit like that. I worry about like, people see two guys having fun, in like a man cave studio basement type thing, and think like, oh man, this will be great. Like, and it's like, obviously, if they are, fans and like dive into what we do, that's not our whole life, and it's like we worked hard to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
And it's like, if somebody, like, if younger people are fans of watching us play games, it's like there's a difference between having fans and friends,
and not being a fucking entitled prick about it too.
Exactly.
Like, we're not making money doing it, but if I had like I said, if we were making $3,000 every time we posted a video, And then we posted a video where I'm like, I only made $500. This is bullshit. And like calling out people who like don't fucking make that kind of money. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, he was saying, you're just not on my level if you don't understand. If you think I'm tone deaf, maybe you should check yourself. It's like, fuck you. Yeah, dude.
You
are in such a privileged, fortunate position. Like, you won the lottery, dude. Like, $3,000 per video. Jesus, man, like, I'd be cranking them out weekly.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if YouTube ever takes off for us, I feel like we're not gonna live outside our means. You know what I mean?
We're gonna keep it working class forever, baby.
Yeah, it's like we've talked about it, where it's like if this takes off, we're just gonna get a house and do everything there.
Got a studio. Cooking show every day.
Yeah, and it's like if anything elevated from there, where we just got a house where we did stuff, it would just be like me and
start hiring camera people and sound guys and just feeding them and chilling.
Yeah, that or it would just be like me and Sid would get a place and you'd also get a place. So it's just like we wouldn't be like living like crazy where we need the shit to make the money. It's like
we just want to be normal people.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like I feel like I've always, like, ever since I kind of realized like what like paparazzi do and like the shit that famous people have to that like the shit that famous people have to go through. Like I just have this realization that like no matter how much money I make, I'm gonna live like a working class person. Like I was watching
that's where I'm from, man, you know, it's like
I was watching this this season of Fargo where there's this crime boss and he has this big villainous monologue where he's like, look at you in your $40,000 suit. You know, people know you're rich. They can see you're rich from across the room. Look at me. I'm in, Brooks Brothers suit. I blend in, talking all this stuff. And he's just like, he's basically going on about how, he could
meme about how Bill Gates cuts his own hair and has one pair of shoes.
Exactly. This guy's talking about how he could put a private jet in his private jet, and he's got all this money, but nobody would ever know from looking at him. And then they even like hype that up later because like somebody tries to get the drop on him and be like, "Yeah, I got a shooter on you." And this is a room full of people, so why would you try something? He's like, you think somebody could identify me? And you see like 3 other businessmen in this hotel lobby wearing, the same businessman like shirt and tie with a fucking, with a fucking work trench coat. And it's just like, damn, dude, like he's really living that life of like, I'm rich as fuck to the point where I can kill people and get away with it with no question. And I dress like I'm just doing okay. And like, I'm not saying I want to be a villain. Don't let the purple hair deceive you. I don't want to be a villain.
No, that's like. Did you ever see the? It was either Method Man or Redman's episode of Cribs. And
wait,
it's like a house in the suburbs. It's like a 3-bedroom house. He's got like all his cousins there.
Are you sure that wasn't ODB?
No, I'm pretty sure it was. It could have been, but I'm pretty sure it was Method Man or Redman. It was because I think it was after ODB died. He died.
Oh no, that's Redman. That was Redman. That was a Redman episode. Of
yeah, dude, and like they'd have a shoebox full of $1 bills on top of the fridge, and they're living rich, but they're living rich for how poor they've always been.
It's like that fucking video that came out today of the fucking senator house of those fucking guys. Oh my god, how did I forget about the senator house? Holy
the weird
shit.
Senator frat house. Yeah, I shared that on Twitter. Yeah, that was fucking insane. Dude.
I saw that like I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday morning, but I panicked. They got, like, a lot.
Dirty underwear on the edge of their beds and like just shitty TVs.
They're
and,
like, this is where
boxes everywhere.
They're like, this is where Chuck Schumer lives. They're like, what the fuck? No, we can't. I can't
Those
have
guys,
that.
They just never stopped being frat dudes, and they just figured out how to do it as fucking senators. They're like, 70 years old, and they're the most powerful men in the world.
He's like, those records over there, same records that have been there since I bought this house in 1986. They're like,
shit.
Oh, God.
I was born in 87.
I was born in 95.
So
they've been in there for like almost a decade before I was.
As long as I've been alive, they've been living that life, dude.
And the thing is, you know that they have family homes, but this is where they're staying when they're working. They're like,
when they go to work.
Yeah, it's
and
like, I'm going to be gone. It just feels
like a party for them. Yeah. The same way I want to be 55 years old playing Super Nintendo and eating pizza with my buds. It's going to be like, yeah, dude, but I don't want to sleep on a stained mattress in the middle of the living room. These fucking...
I don't want to be 56 on a futon. Xander, I love you, and I love working with you. And
we're sleeping in different rooms in different houses.
I hope we can do this far into the future. Yeah. And I know, if we make it, you're goddamn right we're getting a fucking party house to live in. But it's like... I don't want to be in my mid-40s and you in your late 50s and we're sleeping on futons, you know?
Like doing like early 20s bachelor lifestyle.
No, I
didn't feel like... I took my sheets off the bed, but then I didn't feel like changing them, so I just left it bare.
I feel like the trajectory we would go is it's like, if we make it and we get money, we'd get a house where we both live and we make all this shit. But if we ever have to go out of town, 2 different hotel rooms every time.
I mean, come on. If we had the same house, I'm picturing a house that has like almost like wings to it.
It's like we'd be.
There's like a center area. We have to have our space. I gotta have my space. Exactly. I gotta get away from the world every now and then.
Yeah, it's like
funny.
As much as we love to work together, and as much as we bounce shit off of each other, I feel like it would like
everyone needs to fuck off every now and then, dude.
I feel like the best way it would work was like my old apartment in Keemstar was like my room was on one side, my roommate's room was on the other side, but we shared a bathroom.
Ooh, yeah.
No, that was fine because literally we were on 2 different schedules. So it's like he's in whatever, I don't hear him, I'm in whatever. But it's like if we ever met, it'd be in the living room because we both have to like come out of there. It's
That's
like
how it ought to be.
2 different things. Yeah. And it's like, oh my God.
That was the last time I tried to live with a roommate, or the only time actually, now that I really think about it. There was he had the big bedroom that had the bathroom attached to it, right?
Yeah.
I had the small bedroom that was closer to the bathroom in the hallway. You know what I mean? And so the understanding was that's my bathroom. Like that's the one that I use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there were so many times where I'm like going to take a shower or something, and like his girlfriend is in there or he's in there, and I'm just like, what, guys? What, like with using my toilet paper, my soap? Like, I don't go in your bathroom because I have to go through I have to go to your bedroom to go to your bathroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I tried so many times to just talk to them like adults about it, and they just wouldn't fucking stop. And then that was the situation where I woke up one morning and there was a cop in my fucking living room because the fucking girl like fucking cut herself because they were fighting
all over your apartment. Yeah.
Like I opened the door and it looked like a murder scene to a movie, and I'm like, I guess I don't have to pee that bad. And I closed the door and like I'm not going to the bathroom right now. That's
it's
for sure.
Funny because with our 3-bedroom apartment, whenever we'd get a third roommate, we had to let them know, like the understanding, hey, like both the bedrooms were attached to bathroom, like all the bedrooms were attached to a bathroom. And so this 3rd bedroom was the one that was attached to the public bathroom. And we had to make it known, hey, if you're getting in this room, people are going to use your bathroom. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. Is like I'm cool with like guests using the bathroom.
Yeah.
But when it's just us at home, take the extra 5 steps and go use your bathroom.
But
you know what I'm saying?
We had a night like after a Holders show where me, Shy, and Cole got fucking wrecked, dude. Like we got fucking hammered. Like we put away about between the 3 of us, we drank about 2.5 bottles of whiskey. And it was pretty bad. And so it like kind of ended with us doing a bunch of fat dab hits.
Hell yeah, dude.
We're just fucking ripping dabs. And like we all decide, okay, we're gonna call it a night because like, you know, the lady's trying to hit the bed. I'm just fucking wrecked, and Cole's fucking wrecked. And so we go to bed, and I wake up the next morning to such a mess because Cole apparently went to the public bathroom that was my roommate's bathroom and fell asleep in his shower. Like he woke up to himself, like he woke up puking on the couch and ended up like he basically woke up to puking and then sat up to try and not get it on the couch, but got it all over. God. He got it all over our Apple TV remote and himself. And so he goes to the bathroom. It gets in the shower, but he's so fucked up that he falls asleep in the shower. And my roommate's girlfriend was over, whom he'd cheated on multiple times.
Oh no.
Like just so many witnesses. Like me and my old roommate would just be like chilling out, and he'd be coming in with some random girl and be like, hey, yeah, these are my roommates. And we'd be like, oh
hi.
Yeah, it's like
a random chick.
Okay, that's what you're doing, you know, because like
I guess that's not our business.
Yeah, because like,
even though the drama is going to happen here when the drama happens,
right?
it's
like
not our business.
We had met his girlfriend, and it wasn't like an open thing, you know.
Fuck, dude!
She had
God damn it.
no idea about all this.
Why
shit.
are people like this? Why are human beings the way we are,
but
man? We're
so,
just
like,
so terrible.
So his main lady is over, and she has to go take a piss, but she can't because Cole's locked himself in the bathroom and is asleep in the shower.
I will admit that I've done that before.
Yeah.
I've been like, I'm so drunk, I just need to take a shower, and then I fall asleep taking a shit with the shower running.
Yeah.
And I wake up like 3 hours later with cold water pouring out of the faucet, and I was like, oh my God, my bill's going to be so much this month.
They wake up Cole, and he gets out of the shower, and he goes to sleep on the couch and like leaves at like 6:30 in the morning. Just embarrassed. Like he left like a note that said I'm sorry with like $65 in it.
That is incredibly courteous.
Yeah.
That is amazing, actually. That is for real very cool of him to do.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, that was cool. And like my roommate texted like our roommate group chat and was like, yeah, that guy is never allowed over here because my girl had to pee and she couldn't because your friend
even with
locked himself
$65.
It's like your friend locked himself in my bathroom, but at the same time I'm like, dog, I think you're more mad, you know, because you're trying to get the bravado up, you know, to make it seem normal because you cheated on this girl a bunch.
That was the only bathroom, right, though?
It's like me and Cole had our bathroom, but then there was like the third, you know, there was like the second bathroom attached to the third room. And that was the public bathroom. And that's
where he decided to take his nap.
And so like, it's like, me and Cole, I'm sorry if I'm getting the Coles confused because I had my drummer Cole, which is the one that got drunk in the shower.
I don't keep track of these crackers' names, dude.
I had my roommate Cole. I know, right? Like I didn't realize like white people names are so dumb until I had I knew like 3 people named Cole all at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck? But and so like me and my roommate are just looking at this group text like, dog, you wouldn't be as mad if you weren't trying to play it up to make it seem like you weren't cheating on this girl, you know?
Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, that's... Man, but I have so many stories like that, but like most of them are about me being the asshole, so I don't like want to go into them too much. You know
it's just like it's just weird because like me and Cole, like my roommate Cole, were both on this understanding of just like, you know, if we kind of give the heads up, then you know, be cool. But like this third guy that moved in, we met his girlfriend first. And he gave us the like be cool heads up thing, and so we're like, oh cool, you're his girlfriend, like nice. And then he's just bringing in these random girls, and we're just like, wow.
Yeah, that's a tough one to like. That's tough. I totally get that. And that's kind of funny because again, when I was living in that apartment with like the roommate situation that went shitty, there was a brief period where I was just single and like. there was one girl who would stay over a lot, and I would just fuck her all night long, and she was like loud as shit.
Jesus, like, kids listen to this podcast, Xander.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that, but
my grandma listens to this.
My roommate would like make fun of me the next day. I'd be in the shower and he'd just like stand outside of the shower and like make the noises that she would make, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm sorry.
This is why I
didn't know she was that bad.
I had to move my bed because
yeah. But
because my bed was originally on the wall that was like facing the living room, and I'm like, no, I can't have that.
There was one really lucky day where I didn't have to work, but she did. So she spent the night, and we wore each other out all night and had some fun in the morning. And then she goes to work, and then another girl who I was kind of seeing hits me up like, "Hey, what are you doing today?" And I'm like, "Nothing. It's my day off." And so I got to
dog you.
Yeah, I definitely just did that, and then the other girl, like that girl left, and then the other girl like got off work and came right over, and it was just like, okay, yeah, I'm like 23 or 4 years old. I'm just like, yeah, I'm a fucking badass. This is my life now. I'm just gonna fuck all the time.
Yeah,
and
it makes me think of the first three-way I had, where it's like my apartment was fucked up the next morning. And I left for work and told these girls, you can let yourself out. And like my roommate came home and just saw that like the living room was slanted and the kitchen was a mess. And he's
exactly.
I figured. But yeah,
very similar.
Let's end this show on a more wholesome topic.
All right, should we talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene, or is that not wholesome?
Jeez, who is that?
Dude, she's my favorite. She's the one who she's the QAnon congressperson from Georgia. She's public enemy number one as far as I'm concerned. That's oh my god, dude. Dude, have you been following this shit at all? This is so funny.
Obviously not, Xander. I have not been following this.
So
you know how much I've had to drink during this episode? Look at this bottle was full when we started.
It's only 8 p.m.
I know, and we have to watch a movie after this.
Right. So, you know who Cori Bush is?
Yeah.
So, she posted something about how, she's from Missouri, congressperson, just got elected, blah, blah, blah.
From Missouri?
They're a single mother. Fucking badass woman. So, she posted something about how... Marjorie Taylor Greene like basically snuck up behind her in the Congress like while she was talking on her cell phone with no mask on, and like her and her whole like entourage like kind of swarmed her for a second, and none of them were wearing masks and just like talking and being loud. And Cori several times was like, "You need to wear a mask in here. You're supposed to be wearing your mask."
I'd be swinging. I would be swinging, dude.
One of her supporters looked back at her, a congressperson, and said, "Stop promoting violence with Black Lives Matter." And we're talking. Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks QAnon is real. She thinks that all the Parkland shootings and the Vegas shootings were false flags done by the government.
Oh my god, that's so dumb. It's like it makes me think of like when people do that same like Keemstar thing of just like, oh yeah, oh you put a Black Lives Matter thing on your Twitter banner. Oh yeah, well you're not black. Oh blah blah blah, you're just clout chasing like.
But Keemstar is just a dick from the internet. This is a congressperson.
I feel like he's more than that. He's a very powerful idiot, which I feel like is almost on the level of a congressperson.
But yeah, there's a lot of speculation that either she or Lauren Boebert were the ones texting the insurrection people like where they were and like how to find them and shit like that.
You know they found pipe bombs around the fucking Capitol.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they knew that on day one, and yeah, but like it recently came out that the FBI was talking about like, oh yeah, there was somebody inside the safe room, texting the people on the outside where to go to find the safe room.
That's so fucking stupid. Oh my god,
crazy, dude! And a video came out where she's like a 40 something year old woman who's running for Congress. Finds that David Hogg kid or Hogg or whatever his name is from the Parkland shooting, who was 16 years old, and she's like harassing him and trying to get in his face, like, "Why are you using kids as a shield to attack gun rights?" Like just crazy shit like that.
Wait, where she is like harassing these people and they're like going through a crosswalk and everything.
Yeah,
I've seen that video. Yeah, the people who were in the fucking Parkland shooting or just like okay, I've seen that. Oh, that pissed me off a lot.
That's a congressperson from Georgia, dude. Like, that's just fucking wild.
Oh my god,
that's some of our neighbors' congresspersons. But so to end it on a funny note, though,
positive.
The other crazy QAnon congressperson, Lauren Boebert.
Positive, Jesus.
No, this is funny. She ran a restaurant before she ran for Congress.
Was it Pasta Mania?
No, it was a slider restaurant, right? So there was some big event. I forget what the event was. I think I have it here. It was at a rodeo. She made pork sliders at a rodeo, and she sent people to the hospital with bloody diarrhea. Just contaminated food poison pork sliders.
Oh my god. Fucking dude.
She sent like 80 people to the hospital.
Oh no. Oh fucking.
Yeah. She can't even cook pork sliders, and she's a congressperson. She's the one who made a scene last week trying to bring her gun into the Senate or whatever.
I can't. Just people being mad about not being able to bring guns in like non-gun necessary places will always be funny to me. Like I saw a video of a guy like basically getting bullied out of a Dunkin' Donuts because he had a fucking gun on his hip, and they were like, somebody asked for his fucking paperwork, for his concealed carry permit.
Yeah.
And like he didn't have it, and so they bullied him out of there. He's like, I can't bring a gun inside a Dunkin'? What the fuck is this?
Did you see the guy who was like a sovereign citizen? He's all decked out in like tactical gear, like helmet, mask, body armor with a rifle. And he's like, well, the cops pulled me over earlier, and that didn't make me feel safe. So I'm going to go in there and talk to them about it. And like, as soon as he walks in, they've got guns drawn. He's got a 5-star wanted level. They're just like, get on the ground right now.
Imagine if that guy was black, dude. Like
dead.
Think
instantly.
About it.
Just
think
bullets flying, dude.
If I got pulled over and I didn't like it, and I decided to drive to the police station dressed as
with
fucking
this gnarly rifle.
Yeah, I decided to drive to the police station fucking dressed as Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe. They're gonna be like, no, all right, get on the nope.
Yeah.
Why do you have 2 katanas? All right, and I'm like, you guys made me feel unsafe, and I wanted to talk to you about it. And they're like, well,
I wanted to discuss safety with you with my machine.
Yeah, they're like, well, you brought some swords in here. I was like, well, you guys pulled me over, and you had a gun, and you wanted to talk. I just wanted to. I got swords. I just want to talk.
That's okay. So at least if these violent people are out there, at least they're so stupid they can't cook pork, and they all have bloody diarrhea.
And they tase their own balls.
And they tase their own balls until they die.
So I'm wondering, like, are you starting to see where I was at when I talked about this before? Where
I understand. I'm just like, is someone like a Marjorie Taylor Greene crazy enough to do damage before her brain shuts down?
No,
you know what I mean? Like, I think she might be a little bit, but
maybe to do damage to themselves.
I hope that's all that keeps happening. I hope she's just, I hope they keep spiraling out of control. We can have a cool society by the time our grandkids are our age. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, let me tell you, these people are going to fucking eat themselves, bro. It's going to be crazy. Yeah. But
As soon as that fucking step on Sneck bites his own tail, it's just a done deal.
So I'm saying these guys are gonna eat themselves. They're gonna turn on each other. It's like, and people are gonna be like, "Wow, this is even crazier. We should be more worried." I'm like, "No, you should be less worried now, because before they were fighting the government, which is other white people, and now they're fighting each other, which is them." So, shit. I think we're okay.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Cheers to
We'll be
that.
all right.
Also, rip to Sophie. I didn't know anything about this artist, but apparently a very influential musician and artist. Sophie passed away recently. And
I was just reading a little bit about that. I don't know either.
I honestly, the outpouring that I've seen come out makes me feel like a lot of people are going through how I felt when Brody Lee passed away.
Or like when Doom or
Doom or Chadwick Boseman or
like that.
any of like those recent passings that really put me in a dark place. So I know a lot of people are hurting from that, and I'm not very familiar with Sophie's work, but it's
respect though.
Yeah, it's very sad nonetheless. Like I don't remember who it was, but somebody posted that they'd met so many like underground LGBTQ plus. I'm not even going to try and do that acronym. I'm kind of drunk, but
You did it pretty close.
Okay,
I think you scrambled some of the letters. But
Yeah,
you got all of them there.
they've met a lot of people in the community that they're currently in through like Sophie's music, and they've gotten into a lot of artists through Sophie, and it just like they've said it feels like a vacuum is just left now, and I totally get that because I've had that feeling, and it sucks, and it's really hard to go through. But I can tell you the one thing that is really going to help is just being able to understand that you're not alone, and that other people are going through this, and there are other people that are there for you. So before my camera dies, let's go ahead and close out this episode of the IndiCon Podcast.
Shit. Yeah, it's almost a twofer. Jesus.
Yeah. But I'm Nelson. Xander's been here. Xander, thanks for being here. We're fucking gaining on episode 100. Go watch Working Class Music. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single fucking episode. Check us out on Patreon. All that stuff. Oh, go subscribe to IndiCon Games. We will see you later. Bye-sies, and have a nice fucking time about it. Que sera, sera, carpe diem. You'll see us next time.
Love y'all.